we thought we would walk around and kind of share with you guys some of our dreams. Save your baby! It's not a full day unless you use some sort of power tool.
Hey, buddy.
We just walked to the back corner of our property, the creek, and that's just disappointing.
Well, this is probably the best way to kick this vlog off. Danielle just broke my brand new 3D hunting deer. What do you think about that?
You want to sit on him? Here, you can hold your weight. Just not mommy.
Yay! It's not real.
Deer. Deer. Say deer. Look, is he?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Why you gotta do that?
He's dead now.
This is why I can't have nice things.
He's dead now.
You think it's the kids? Nope.
I think we could fix this. I think we could get some caulk.
Oh my gosh.
Some sort of
That's not
Gorilla
gonna work.
Glue?
Okay.
Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, he tried to feed it. You gonna feed it? You gonna give deer a special treat?
All right, while it's quiet here and our kids are not here, which is the only time it's quiet here, we thought we would walk around and kind of share with you guys some of our dreams for this place and this space. A lot of people were really confused when we moved because if you've been following along with our family, we built the last home we were in from the ground up, and that was such a fun process, and we loved it so much, and it suited our family at the time. A lot of people were confused why we would be moving after just building a home and being in it for 2 years. So we thought we'd share a little bit of that and kind of walk around our property and show you guys. You have to use your imagination with us a little bit because we can't really show you, but try to get you to visualize along with us what it's gonna look like over time. First things first, I'm putting on, what happened?
Pinched my finger in a clip.
I can't talk good and you can't, whatever that is. Got John nice muck boots. I've had these. They're not really designed for working outside, but they are rain boots. They're rubber. And they come up really high so I don't feel any of the itchy grass. They kind of make me feel better about ticks. They also help with briars, like bramble and stuff. So, and poison ivy that's low to the ground. So when we're traipsing through areas, it just makes me feel a little more comfortable to have something traipse-worthy on my feet. So that's the first step. John, do you want something better on your feet?
Where are you going?
Well, you said something about going on the creek. You said something about walking around. We were going to walk all around.
Yeah, I can walk. I don't need no boots to walk down to the creek.
All right, if you get scratched by a briar,
then it's my fault.
Then it's your fault.
Seriously.
Okay, patio situation. We've got some stuff we brought from our other house. I think I'd like to hang a swing. Honestly, I'd love to build in a barbecue versus our double grill setup over here. Wouldn't it be nice to have just something like an outdoor kitchen type situation?
Yeah, something small.
Maybe one day.
To fit that section there.
Or build a deck over there in that corner and like a low, just a wooden, grilling station. Also thought it'd be cool to put a little pool, like a stock tank pool or some sort of above ground pool with a deck around it right here, but that's kind of close. Might be a flooding issue, I'm not sure with the basement. Anyway, backyard. I just picture lots of little bonfires out here, hanging out. We have some twinkle lights. We're gonna put I said twinkle lights. They're not, they're these lights that I wanna put up. Okay, so when you look out here, we have quite a bit of space. Immediately here is our septic field. It's right where I'm standing. So we can't drive over this with anything heavy, big tractor, car, anything like that, because underneath it are septic lines. You don't want to damage those. Very costly mistake to do that. So this is kind of a space we want protected. The thing about septic is it filters your waste through the soil. The soil acts like filtration system and it purifies all the minerals and whatnot. So all of the waste, especially when you eat a clean, healthy diet, can act as a really great fertilizer. So we are going to utilize this space for a garden. We are gonna plant and maybe do raised beds just because I think they're really pretty. I don't think we necessarily need to, as long as we're planting stuff that doesn't go too deep with roots. I want to look out here and see beautiful raised garden beds and a trellis, several trellises, and then behind that, a greenhouse. There's a bee, it's chasing me. It's still coming after me. it's still there. It's still there. He's trying to get him. Just kill it, John. Just clap your hands on it. Why? Clap it. Save your baby. Save your baby. Clap your shoe. Oh, it's right. It's still right there. Right by the, you're about to step on it. It's a wasp, y'all. It's not a honeybee. It's a wasp. Did you get it?
Yeah.
So proud of you. Whew, that was a close one. I can do trees, don't do bees. Garden bed, garden beds, trellis, you know, like with things growing up over it. And then back there, kind of where the wagon is actually, maybe a little bit that way, right here. A greenhouse, like a beautiful greenhouse with doors on the front and like little wreaths on it, and the inside is pretty, and I put all my cutesy things out there and start plants and grow things, and it's just a little space I'm picturing there. So garden stuff all out here, close to the house, so we don't have to travel far to harvest. Also, so those pesky deer stay away from it, but really to utilize this space the best way that we can. And then greenhouse, and then possibly like a static chicken coop, which is just a chicken coop that like doesn't move. It stays in one place, maybe over here somewhere near it, so that way we could use it's called the deep litter method, where you make the bedding very deep and you just turn it over. What that does is it allows you to feed your chickens scraps from your kitchen, and they then create compost out of it. So then you can take that compost from the coop, use it right in the garden. So that would be super cool to have. Our first steps for our chickens is to build a mini mobile coop or a chicken tractor. And this will be something that has wheels that we can move from one area to the next, that they go in at night. And then we're gonna buy some electric netting. So it's like a fence, like a net fence that uses solar electricity. The purpose of that, keep the chickens in, but mostly to keep predators out. We obviously are surrounded by mountains and trees, so foxes, possums, raccoons, coyotes, snakes, those kinds of things, could be skunks, could be a risk to our chickens. So the netting will really help minimize predators until our dog's big enough to stay out with them and help, and then she will be predator control. That's what livestock guardian dogs are for. They are working dogs. They thrive outside. They bond to whatever animals they are like shepherding. Like that's their flock, basically. The chickens will be her flock, any sheep we have would be her herd. Her herd. I was like, you got it. Anyway, that's kind of our plan for right here. Then we have this hill, which there used to be just a path mowed down to the creek, remember? And it was all brush on both sides. And while we love cleaning up the brush, it's kind of sad. Were you sad?
No, I'm happy.
He's happy. I was a little sad because the kids, like I could look out the window and see them running down this. You can kind of still see where it's green right here. Just all of our little kids frolicking down the path to the creek. So then I thought, I want them to have some sort of path. I know what we could do. We could plant an orchard. So this hill, as of right now, we're still kind of watching the seasons and the rain and the lighting to make sure where we're putting stuff is going to work. That's like one of the most important things when you start a homestead, even if you have half an acre, is to kind of know your property, know where the water flows, know where the light hits and what gets shade and what doesn't, and kind of learn that so that you know what to put where and what's going to do the best. But tentatively, we'd love right here going down to have an orchard with different fruit trees kind of on both sides, so it does create that little path. And then all of this behind us, John, do you want to tell them what we're going to do? All of that. Everything, Bambi's little forest right there.
We're taking it all down.
What?
What?
Are we? We are?
What are we doing
all
with
of it? I didn't think we were taking it all down.
I think most of it. Some of the big trees we can leave, I guess. We don't even know what's in there, so
we don't even know what's in there.
Really exploring and figuring out. We know there's a lot of metal in there.
Let's go over and show them what we're working with. Hello, old friend. Sorry about your leg. Not bad. Okay. This right here is a rusted box spring, mattress springs, some sort of bed frame situation. If you look through here, there's like more metal something. There's also this very charred piece of something there. So what had happened was there was a barn where our house is now, and I guess they tore the barn down, like shoved everything back here.
There's actually another barn. Jody sent me a picture from 2014. There was two buildings. So there's one back like up here, and there's another big one right here.
2 barns.
It looks, at least that's what it looked like.
So some sort of barn here, and I think what they did is they tore it down, shoved everything back here, and then lit a match and just burned it. And then whatever didn't burn was just left for all of this to grow up around and over. So it's kind of a mess in there. When we had our neighbor come and help us with the cutting down all the brush, that he got that stuck in his tractor and was like, well, we're gonna have to pause on this area because I don't know what's in there. It seems like there's a good amount of metal. So he said maybe waiting until the fall when things start to die and you can see through it a little bit better would be wise. So that's kind of the plan. Although I did bring the weed eater and I might hack at some of these weeds today just for funsies, because it's not a full day unless you use some sort of power tool equipment and do something. I just want to get it done. So this will be, I think the immediate plan is to clear the underbrush and see what kind of trees we're working with. Try to see through the trees, maybe take some of them out. These are big sycamore trees, which that wood is really nice. There's a bunch of these tulip trees. Those can grow like over 100 feet tall. Yeah, they're like very fast growing trees too. They're great shade trees, but not like that valuable as far as wood goes. Anyway, there's like a lot of just random brush and stuff under it. There's a lot of smaller trees we may be able to just sell or move, maybe put some in the front yard. But my goal is to see through at least the bottom. So even if we leave some big trees here, we want to kind of see more of our property. One thing I'm excited about is this elderberry bush, which I think I need to go ahead and harvest. A bunch of these look like they're ready to go. What was that? A cicada? Anyway, elderberry. You can make elderberry syrup. They're really good for your immune system. Look, it's all over here. It's so cool. So I think we're gonna harvest some of that. It's been really fun to walk around the property and see what is naturally like just here already. We have blackberries, we have muscadine, we have elderberry, a lot of things you can use. Then there's a lot of other plants that have medicinal uses all around the property, so that's really cool. All right, John, tell them what you did over here.
What we did?
Well, you mostly.
Well,
I just helped.
Supplies.
I just climbed on John's shoulders on top of our car.
Put up a
Go ahead, get in it.
Well, we wanted to I wanted to have a little swing for them. Anytime I've gone to like people's properties, they have some land, they always have this big swing and the kids just go like crazy high, and I was always like, man, I want to do that, but never got to as a kid. So I wanted to make sure our kids could do that, so I bought this.
I can't swing much, or I get very like motion sick. Like I can't even swing, but whee! That's good. Anyway, it's fun. It's a little breezy, and the kids have been loving it. All right, picking back up on our tour of our property slash dream with us, we've come down to the creek area. This side has been largely fire. Like we haven't thought a whole lot about this yet. So behind us, you'll see like this is that from the, I showed you guys from the other side. Big pile of trees, some stuff in it. Kind of, I don't know, it seems like there's a clearing in the middle. I'm not really sure. Couple thoughts here. One, fence some goats around it and let them go to town eating whatever they can reach, because they will. They'll eat all the bramble, basically everything in their height. Then we'll really be able to see what's in there. So that's probably at the top of the list of ideas. We'll let you know, because it would be the easiest way, since there are so many thorns. I'm just having trouble imagining like how we'll actually clear it out without just taking it all down. We could go in and just like hack down everything, but we don't want to hack down everything. So we want to clear underneath so we can kind of see what's happening, figure out which trees we want to keep. So we might throw some goats on there, and we'll probably honestly end up clearing a lot around the outside, leaving a few trees for shade. This might be an area that we fence off and actually use for goats long term. I'm not really sure yet. I guess we'll have to see. But we want our plans include a dairy cow. We would love to have a dairy cow. I love buying milk from our friends' farm and supporting them. Although I have a feeling in the years to come, there will be no shortage of customers seeking out raw milk and the benefits of it. And also being able to get quality organic milk without paying the astronomical prices at the grocery store. Anyway, all that to say, we want our own dairy cow. We've talked about sheep, maybe raising sheep. I don't necessarily want like beef cattle, but potentially like some sheep or something along those lines. And that would be more of a farm situation where we would sell the wool, potentially sell the meat, don't know. There's a lot we still have. There's a lot, like, our thoughts about are just baby thoughts. Just baby thoughts that need to grow and mature. Cute little Japanese maple that's left. We'll probably end up transplanting these to like the front yard or somewhere. Yeah, they're like ornamental trees. They're really pretty. It doesn't really need to be down here all by itself and all lonely. But down here, I think we might put a play set for the kids, shooting range, target practice for fun, whatever. This would be a good area for it. Archery, those kinds of activities down in this long stretch kind of tucked away. Y'all remember that video where I was like in the creek and cutting stuff and cleaning it up and making it beautiful? We just walked to the like back corner of our property, the creek, and there's a lot behind us that we would like to buy. And we thought it was like hunting land, you know, not really used, but I guess they've been logging it as of last week. And we just walked back here to find that there's like trees down, like the creek is not totally stopped up, but it's definitely like, it's getting stagnant because they've just knocked a bunch of, like, look at this mess. And this is our property, like the creek is completely our property, so they cut down a tree right there on the other side of it. Technically not ours, but the fact that they've just like let all of this fall in here and blocked up the flow of the creek, and like, it's really frustrating. I mean, we've sweated our butts off and worked so hard in here to make it nice and clean and like take care of it, and then that's just disappointing. And even that, John, sorry, but like even buying that, they're leaving a mess.
Yeah.
Like they're not cleaning it up. They're cutting down valuable timber and leaving a mess. Anyway, that's disappointing and like kind of frustrating just because it's not your property. Like, have some respect, you know? Show a little bit of respect for, and they probably don't know that we come down here literally every single day and that our kids play here. But that's also like, makes me glad when we've heard them working, we've had to like tell the kids to come up from the creek just in case, and now I know exactly how close they have been. Other than that, down here we don't have too many plans. I would love to plant like hydrangeas or something along the creek bed because they grow in these beautiful like bushes, almost like a hedge full of beautiful flowers, and I think it'd be really pretty. But we just want to keep this kind of like, you know, just this beautiful, amazing space for the kids to come play and explore God's earth as He created it. So that's what we're thinking here. So that's pretty much it for right now. As we get started, it'll evolve and change, and our visions and dreams for the place will probably grow, I imagine. Yeah, that's kind of what's in our immediate future, what we're thinking. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope you stay with us and enjoy the process alongside us, watching what we build here, how we make this into our own little, I don't want to call it like a farm, like a homestead, mini farm, Murray farm thing. Yeah. All right, Izzy, say we love you. Say I love you. Can you say I love you? I love. See you guys later. Bye-bye.